Alright, it is Wednesday morning. Right down there's the road that I came in on, and that's where the Jeep sits. So you can see it's kind of a nice setting. It's got the rocks back there, a lot of boulders, and then you got some graffiti there. Lots of trees you can see were cut down. Whether they were dead or not is questionable, but there's literally no firewood around here to gather. It's, like I said yesterday, heavily used. So that's the spot. I am gonna head out of here and get back on the road. Alright, so I am at the beginning of Hell Roaring Road, which is that way and goes all the way up there. So the sun is about to set behind the mountains, so it's going to be mostly in the shade probably. But I'm going to air down and disconnect my sway bar since I've been on the road a lot. And it's about 6.5 miles from here. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. I did it earlier, or part of it earlier, with my girlfriend, and I think we only went about 2 miles in. So I'm going to do the whole 6 miles this evening yet, and hopefully it's as amazing of a view as people say it is. And I'm probably going to stay up there a couple of nights. I'm not going to take any drone footage on the way up because I just want to get up there, but I might take it on the way down, and I'm definitely going to take it while I'm up there. So just looked at the weather outside in Red Lodge, and it's supposed to be really nice, a little bit cooler tomorrow, but kind of like it is today. So that would be great. So I'm going to air down and get going. So the first quarter mile is probably the worst, and I've already passed that. I couldn't film it because the sun was right in my face, but this area is not that great either. It's got traction, but plenty of opportunities to get a cut tire if you don't watch it. So if I make it past, I don't know, I think it's the first half mile, it's a lot better ground to drive on. So I'm just taking it easy up through this point. I've got my tires, since I'm only going to run in rear wheel drive, I've got my rear down to, I think it's 12 psi, and my fronts are running at about 16, so it should give me enough traction to make it through anything without a problem. And I'm not expecting any rain, so I won't have to deal with that either. What was that? Well, that was interesting because I wasn't thinking about how low I was running on my tires, and I just nicked the top of that rock back there going over it like I did. Not something I do hardly at all. Actually, I can't remember ever hitting my axle housings on a rock, so need to watch that, obviously. up here is where my girlfriend and I camped for the night by the little waterfall, and we went up a little bit further to this one lookout and then came back and stayed here. But that was a really nice night. The weather was incredible. We had a great fire going, and it's just a great way to start or actually a great way to keep our trip going. So that was really nice. It was right here at this spot here. And so we had actually decided not to go all the way just because it was starting to get dark out and we wanted to settle in for the night. But he said if I'm ever back in this area, I definitely want to complete the whole thing. And back there was about 3 miles to go. So I imagine from the lookout point right around the corner up here, it's about 2.5 miles. Down there is where I came from, and that is the road that's actually on my intro video when I launched the drone. But really amazing view even from this point. This is as far as I went the last time that I was here. It's a cool lookout spot. So right down there is the Beartooth Pass, and you can see all the switchbacks, and that is probably one of my top 2 favorite paved drives. I love that road, and it goes all the way up the top there and then around. And there's the valley where you come in at, or where I came in at anyway. So I've got 2.3 miles to go. Almost there. so 0.2 miles to go. And I just hit a turn back there that was really interesting. First time I've actually had to slip and get this thing moving a little bit. So it looks like it just opens wide up right here. And I just passed a Tacoma that had a pretty cool spot, it looked like, with a nice overlook. So it looks like this is the end of the road altogether, and I'm going to have to go back and try to find somewhere to stay. Alright, so that is where my Jeep's going to stay for the night. Might launch the drone when the sun goes down if the wind stays down. It was kind of windy before, but now it's alright. But I do have the Jeep chalked all four wheels. I'm in a pretty good location there. I parked that way because that way you can have the back hatch open and there won't be any wind, because it is blowing that way. But overall, I'm gonna enjoy this, even though it's not as nice as I thought it would be. I'm still gonna enjoy the moment. I'm at about 9840 as far as altitude, and I do actually have cell service, so that's kind of nice. But at the same time, kill a lot of time when I have cell service that I should be doing other things and or just relaxing and not looking at dumb crap online. It's great and it's horrible at the same time. And for those of you that try to get away, you know what I mean. I do like communicating with people, but I look at too much dumb stuff. Not value added, I should say, but very cool. It is going to get chilly up here. It's only supposed to get down in Red Lodge, which I think is about 7,000 feet. Somewhere around there. It was only supposed to get down to, I think, 43, 45 tonight. So it might get up to, or get down to freezing here. That won't bother me, but I am going to enjoy this. This is really nice. And because of the solitude, I really might stay the extra night. Like, I'll figure that out, like I said, tomorrow. But so yeah, I'm gonna get everything organized, settle in, and just chill out and relax now that I'm somewhere where the next place that I want to be is 2 days away. So I might as well take the opportunity to really enjoy this. Alright, so I am organized for the night, and even though it's cold out and my hands are cold, I'm going to make some hot chocolate, and I am going to make dinner, which tonight is teriyaki beef chow mein. It's crazy, I know, but I actually like that stuff. It was either that or a can of soup. I only have the sweet tea there. I normally don't get that, but I just recently bought some sliced cheese and meat since I was in an area. Actually, I think it was, I can't remember where it was, but where prices were really cheap on that. And that's the way that I keep everything cold. And then since I stayed at a hotel last night, or was it the night before? Can't even remember. I think it was last night. I put that all that stuff back in the fridge and kept it cold, and then ate the rest of it today. But that works out really well. Just buying that out of the cold section and then using that as my basically cold pack for the 2 days that it takes me to eat the ham and cheese sandwiches after I buy that stuff. But anyway, so I've got the front area opened up so that I can sit there when I do get cold, and just my table set up so that I can just move stuff around easily. And then kind of enjoy the view by taking this out. So when I'm in a place like this, I don't keep these Reflectix covers up. I won't put that one in there. The one near where I sleep. I've mentioned this before. I always put that one in because I'm always afraid I'm going to wake up with something staring back at me. But I even will take my water bottle, and instead of setting it back here, I set it down outside the Jeep. I'm not really worried about it outside the Jeep in places like this. And that way, when the Reflectix cover's out, I can actually look out my back hatch and see that view, which should be pretty nice in the morning. And then out my side window, I'll have that view. So kind of looking forward to that in the morning when I get up and probably start the Jeep just to take the chill out of the air. Hopefully my new battery will not die in the cold like my other one did, and with it being as cold as it is now, I'm glad I changed that out today. I just put out a video earlier today about my update of where I'm going and what I'm doing, and I mentioned the battery in that video. Everything checked out. They even said the battery was fine, but it dies when it's cold. So for that reason, went ahead and bought another one. Had a great coupon from Advance Auto, so I got one for like $105 after tax. It worked out really well. Money I didn't need to spend, but money well spent, I'm gonna guess. So yeah, now I'm just gonna heat up some water, make that hot chocolate, make dinner, and enjoy the nature around me. Really cool.